Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow age expert. So what are the main differences between animal foods and plant foods? So it's all to do with the macronutrients and it's also to do with the micronutrients and the bioavailability of these nutrients. So animal foods predominantly have proteins and fats and very little, if any, carbohydrate. So these are typically the meats, the muscle meat and the organ meats, but it could also be the milk from the animals, it could be eggs, it could be, in the case of bees, it could be the honey, and it could also be that the blood is used for different things like black pudding or blood sausage, as it's also called. Where plant foods have much more carbohydrate, much less protein and less fat, and they typically will have a different kind of fat than the animal foods. So the animal foods will have more of the saturated, the more of the medium and long chain fatty acids, where the plant foods are going to be predominantly the extra long chain fatty acids, going to be predominantly the unsaturated fatty acids and a lot of the polyunsaturated, which are the extra long, like the omega-6s, for example. Which are not very easy for the body to work with, definitely not to make energy at least, where the medium and the short chain fatty acids are much easier for us to use to make energy. So related to the minerals and vitamins, so the animal foods have all of them and the plant foods do not. So the plant foods are going to be lacking vitamin B12 and vitamin D. And related to the minerals, some of these minerals can be very affected, the absorption of this, because the plants have what we call anti-nutrients, which can block some of the absorption of some of these minerals like calcium and iron, etc. So there is a couple of articles down there, one called Animal Foods and one called Plant Foods. So have a little look at those articles and that will give you much more information. But just to give you the heads up, the bioavailability of the nutrients in animal foods is superior and the protein content in animal foods is complete. So that means we've got all the amino acids, whereas they're incomplete in the plant foods, and the vitamin and mineral content is complete in animal foods and readily absorbed, where it is incomplete in the plant foods and absorption can be affected by these anti-nutrients. Anyway, that was just a little sort of summary of those two little articles that are in the blog. So have a check out of those. Happy hormones, happy life.